What's going on, you guys? DZROKS here, back with another drop in knowledge. This time I'm going to talk about how to learn a style. And as always, if you like this video, go ahead and hit the like, leave me a comment, let me know how you like it, and go ahead and hit the subscribe for plenty more videos just like this one, how-tos, tutorials, vlogs, and plenty more just like that. Okay, so I basically want to talk about this because I just feel like when people are first learning how to dance, or even when they already know how to dance and they're already really good and they're just trying to add something to their style, I feel like there's I just feel like this is one of the best ways to go about adding a style. And adding what you want to do. Let's say you're a popper and you want to learn how to crump. Well, to learn how to crump, there's things that you should do to really understand the style and really step into that world. So when you start to do it, you have some there's some realism to it. There's some truth to it because you have some knowledge of it. So the worst thing to do is just be like, I would just want to crump, and I'm just gonna start doing stuff that I've seen in Rise. So it's the worst thing that you want to do. So we're just gonna go over a few steps on how to properly, I think, look at a style, take a style, and really incorporate it into your dance style. The first and foremost, is always do your homework. Can't say that enough. Do your homework. Know the history of the style. As I was using crump as an example, don't try to get into crump if you're not interested in knowing about crump, if you're not interested in learning where it came from, how it was developed, how it's changed over the years, and what it is now. You'll never really be able to truly understand the style without knowing where it came from. As they say, you're only going to know where you're going if you know where you've been. So it's the same thing in dance. You have to make sure that you really open yourself up to being a new student at something and really stepping into it with the respect for everyone else that came before you and what they put into the style, and learn about what they did and learn about how they did it to see how it can help you be great in that style. So first and foremost is always do your research, learn the history, learn who the OGs are, learn learn who the whack people are. You have to do it. You got to learn both sides. So you really want to learn as much as you can about the style first, so you can really truly appreciate it as a whole, and then you can dive into doing the style basically. So first and foremost is definitely always learn your history and do your homework. Okay, so number two is go to the event and really surround yourself with that style. Well, there's no better thing to do to learn a style is to go experience it. I'm going to keep using crump because it's one of the best things that I can use. If you're going to learn how to crump, you got to go to crump events. You got to immerse yourself into the atmosphere to truly get a feel of what it's like to be a crumper and to be around that atmosphere, because it's a whole different ball game. Same thing if you want to be a b-boy and you're trying to pick that up, you want to start going to b-boy jams. You don't want to just sit at home, practice, and then not really understand what it's like to be around it. So you really want to make sure that you're looking for events, looking for things. I know some things may not be reachable, I guess, depending on your area, but you really just want to try to figure out what it is that you can do to really go experience it. Find forums, find different posts, different groups on Facebook of things that are around you. Try to immerse yourself into that community, basically. And even if your community is really small or really big, you want to just try to get into the community and really feel what it's like to be in their world, basically. So yeah, definitely number two is definitely go to events, figure out how you can get into the community and make it something that you go and really experience, because there's a big difference from going to a b-boy jam, to a crump jam, to a all-styles battle, to just a housing jam. Those feels and the vibe of them are completely different on every level, and that's because the style is so different. So if you're trying to add it to it, the best thing to do is just go surround yourself with it. So number three should be quite obvious. Learn the fundamentals. There's not even much to say past that. Like, what else? Learn the fundamentals. Don't just, if you're trying to be a b-boy, don't just hop in and try to do an air flare. It's probably not going to go very well. Try, just let me know so I can record it. But you want to make sure that you're learning the fundamentals, because you want to learn the basics of the style. You want to learn the groundwork and what makes this style its own style. You want to make sure that you're learning that. You want to make sure that if you're trying to learn how to pop, you're not just focusing on being, here or whatever. You're actually focusing on, right, how can I learn how to just pop, and how can I learn how to just flex my muscles, and how do I flex my muscles to even get that effect? Well, you won't know how to do it unless you learn the fundamentals. So you want to make sure that the first thing that you do is learn the fundamentals of every single style. Every style, every form of movement in dance has fundamentals that you have to learn. So respect them, make sure you pick them up, make sure you practice them all the time, no matter what level you get to with it. The fundamentals are always still going to help you. So definitely learn the fundamentals is number 3. The fourth one is to incorporate the style in the styles that you already do. You want to be able to mix and match and bounce in and out of styles freely. So basically you want to just practice, unless you're trying to become a pure popper, then you want to be able to add those popping elements and fundamentals to the style and your own style that you already do. Because each fundamental style is going to bring its own set of rules and guidelines and things that you know how to do. It's going to bring that, and you can use these tools, the same tools, and use it in this style and that style. So if I want to, it's easier to, if you're going to crump and trace and things like that, if you're able to really isolate, then that makes it that much easier. So you're able to use 2 different styles as to help each other look even better. So that is basically number 4, is just to incorporate the style into your other style and just experiment with how they work together and how you can really use the fundamentals of each to make something that's just crazy new. So yeah, so that is it. That is this drop in knowledge about how to learn a style. Like I said, if you like that, give me a like. Make sure you leave a comment down. Let me know how you guys are doing. Let me know what style you guys are working on. What do you think? What do you think is the hardest part about that style, and what are you trying to do to get by it? So let me know. Let me know in the comments. As always, go ahead and subscribe. I am DZROKKS, representing Beat Rocker Grooveology. I am out.